Oh yeah, you're in the studio with LTK, Love Them Knives channel. Thank you for joining me today. I really am digging my SLT. Yes, it is. It's a Kizer knife. Kizer knives made in China. This is one of their Bladesmith series knives, which means that it is a collaboration between Kizer and a specific blade or knife maker. In this case, John Gray, Gray. This is called his SLT, Slimline Tactical. And it looks tactical, but it feels practical. Yeah, good action on the ball bearing pivot, titanium frame lock, flipper, knife. Yes, it's perfectly well centered. No blade play, no lock rock. Lockup is about 35%. You have a hardened steel insert here. As you can see, the screws hold that in. You have this big, huge, oversized pivot, which is one of his typical kind of design cues that he's done on his custom knives. And on the back, well, do you got a screwdriver? Do you have a Phillips? I think you can take this apart then. The rest of them, yeah, they're Torxes. Not a problem. You've got a contoured titanium scales, which have this kind of, I guess I call this kind of a hammered texture, but I don't know. I haven't looked in the mirror after I drank a case of beer, so I don't know what hammered looks like. But my wife does. That was a joke. Okay, never mind. And that probably wasn't funny to her because she's gone, seen it. In any case, I can't help it that NFL games take 3.5 hours. I got to have something to drink while I watch with my buddies. In any case, yes, but this is a hammered look that even your wife could enjoy. In any case, 3.5-inch blade or 3.6-inch blade or whatever the hell you think it ought to be, because it just depends on where you measure it, doesn't it? So down here, is that 3 3/4? Well, 3 5/8. Well, 3.5. So whatever. 8 3/8 to, it's kicking 8.5 right in the butt, isn't it? So you got 21.5 centimeters. And let's talk about maybe 90 millimeter blade length. Somewhere in there. Pretty good little blade stock on there. It looks like that looks like 4 millimeter. Let's find out. How close can we get? 153 of an inch. Well, then it is pretty close. It's 3.8 something of a millimeter, so almost 4 millimeters. And let's zero ourselves out, maybe. Let's try that again. Were we working against ourselves? Yeah, closer to 4 millimeters now. Well, that's always nice to make sure that works. God, help us all. Swear to God. Got to calibrate my equipment. 12.8 millimeters. Let's see what inches tell us. Oh, 1/2 inch. So, 1/2 inch handle. Okay. I mean, not counting the clip. That adds even more thickness. And actually, since this pocket clip, it's a milled pocket clip, titanium, it goes down here, so it adds thickness to the overall scales, and you can feel that. And it's not bad. I don't mind that, actually. I like having a little extra heft in here, so that really puts it on there. Probably like at least 0.6 of an inch then. 0.67, pretty close. So Yeah, you can feel that. It's not a hot spot though, but it's good. I like it. And then this harpoon little movement here, kind of, that's good. You can go forward here, give you a little bit more blade control. And this pivot's really cool. It's kind of, oh God, did I see a ZZ Top car that, you know how they had that coupe? Did they have the big, huge, or it was like a Mercury or something, right? Big old baby moons on it. And that kind of reminds me of that in that way. Getting a little off topic with the cars, but you know, you look at that and it's like baby moons. In any case, except baby moons didn't take up the whole interior. They just were a hubcap type thing. This, yeah, it's like, whew, that's big. On the other side, you got a little bit of roughness there. You know, it's kind of more of a raw milled edge when you feel the inside of these cutout areas. So, I mean, could you have gone along with a little file or something and touched those edges? Yeah, maybe. Overall, though, when you just gloss over it, it's not that bad. Okay, so there was one reviewer that just thought that was going to tear the lining of your pocket up. No, it will not. I don't think so. So that doesn't really, you know, I was thinking good, bad, and ugly. If you like this design, it's all good. If you don't, it's all bad. I think that's what it comes down to, because is the fit and finish good? Yeah, fit and finish is good. No blade play. It's centered. It's S35VN steel. It's stone wash. It looks good, okay? SLT, John Gray, right? Okay, on the other side, there's your model number and S35VN. Okay, that's great. So, have we got a problem? No. As long as you like the design, I don't think there's a problem. Now, overall, you're talking 8.5 inches. Well, then it'd be a 1/4 inch longer than your Mannix. So it is bigger than the Mannix, but not a lot. Benchmade, grip, full-size grip. Okay, so you're really in there. It's just not head and shoulders bigger. It's right in that ballpark, within a 1/4 inch. Now, it's probably closer to the weight of this than it is this. This little translucent job here is like 2.8 ounces. This is probably more like 5.5. And we will find out. We'll throw it back up on the scale because we never trust anybody's stats. And it's 5.4 ounces. So, 154 grams. Okay. So if you're kind of comparing it to a full-size grip, full-size grip's a lot lighter, 116 grams. So 4.1, 5.4. Not titanium, solid titanium, and S35VN, and probably a heavier blade stock. Yes, absolutely a heavier blade stock, much heavier. So, I mean, you know, whatever. Not that I don't love my grip. I do love that knife. In any case, so tactical, yet practical. Good looking, like the hammered surface, like the contour, you know. So it's, you know, it's thinner here and here, thicker in the middle. Feels good in the hand. Reverse grip, that works. Good EDC size, really. I mean, 3.5, 3 5/8. Oh, did I show you the box? So it comes in this outer box, SLT, John Gray, 3.58 inch. So there you go. 3.5, 3.6 right there. And then, of course, the inner box is the crush-proof thing. What do you got? Pouch. When do you want it? Now. Not watching too many protesters. Okay, so, yeah. So the knife slips in the plastic in here, and you got like these little 2 extra places to put things. Okay. But, I mean, at least you get a pouch, which is like a plus these days, and paperwork and a microfiber cloth, and it's all very well protected in this crush-proof box, which is what I like about the Bladesmith series, because it's really a lot of protection for your knife. And you know what? You might want to protect the knife because it ain't free. Nope, not giving them away. Not giving them away. So here we go. 3.5 inch, 215 pistoles right now. Looks like it got 1 5-star positive review, and 8.5 inches, 3.5 inch blade, S35 VN, drop point hollow grind, etc., etc. You know, we didn't measure quite 5.8 ounces. That was weird. Oh well. In any case, and there you go. Stands for Slimline Tactical. And the ergonomics are wonderful. Yeah, they're pretty good, actually. Tip up. Right hand. How about left hand? Forget about it. So, you know, you got 2 screws holding that baby on. But if you want to go to the other side, forget it. There is no dark side. There's only the good side for right-handed people, because we're the good people. My son, left-handed, he's had to grow up in a right-handed world. It's really tough. You got to see him play guitar. He plays a right-handed guitar, left-handed. But, yes, you know, I think this comes down to a design thing. Check this out. I mean, this is a little, I mean, how the tip of the blade normally comes straight out from here. This is a little bit up. So it's a different kind of angle there. But you got belly here, and it's, since it's a high hollow grind, it's a good slicer. And do you have enough material out here? Oh my God, yes you do. I mean, for piercing, here, let me show you. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, but for piercing, yes. Lot of blade stock there. Looks like a good, nice, even grind across here. Usually these Kizer knives are pretty sharp out of the box. And this one's no exception. So yeah, good standard, you know, factory edge on there. Can you polish that up? Yeah. Could you make it better? Maybe. So yeah. Could I make it better? No. I destroy things. That's what I do. Now, if I put it on my KME, you're just polishing from there. It's already pretty sharp. And, you know, good enough is good enough for me. I do not do, like, edge snob mirror stuff. So, I mean, no. And I don't really have the stones to do it because 1200, I think, grit is my finest grit. So I'd have to get 2,000, 3,000, whatever, you know, maybe an Arkansas stone, etc. But no, I just want them to be sharp so they can cut. Shave hair on your arm, that kind of thing, that's fine. We'll go in from there. But I like the action here. The flipper tab's a little kind of wide like this. See, it's kind of, it's not a real tall one, which is good. But it's really wide like this, which must be something the actual, like John Gray, the design, decided to do. Because, yeah, could it be half that? Yeah, it could be. And I might have gone that direction. But then again, with my design talent and my ability to produce knives, I would be an instant homeless person. Yes, I would be. Yes, that's how good I am. I would go from making bills to living in a box. No, but so I don't like to tell anybody else their business, but you know what? You buy what you like, and if you like this design, and some people like his designs, don't they? Because check this out. Here's another one that he did for Kizer, right? The John Gray Pocket Brute GPB1. So it's about the same size and it's about the same money. So interesting. It doesn't have that look on the handle. It looks like these are blade stops here. So that's a different deal. But you know, that pivot, does that bring it home to you? And that kind of a lanyard hole, there is none on this one. So maybe that brings it to you. See, Gray's Pocket Brute, number 1. So, interesting. And that resembles his custom. Thuck, T-H-U-C-K. I'm going to spell that out. That's a good thing. Better spell that word if you're going to say that word. $1,199. Oh, crap. They're out of I was going to buy 10 of them. You know, they're so cheap. Or, no, I think I'll settle for this, come to think of it. Wow. Yeah, I just thought it was interesting. I like the design. It's quirky. It's different. Don't know if I'm like in love with it, but I do like the contours. I do like that kind of hammered look. And I think the pivot's very, very different. And so it was one I wanted to get into my hands and really kind of feel. I had seen a review or two on it, and they really liked the action. They really liked the knife overall. And you know what? I agree. I think it's a good little knife. So yeah, throw your comments in and I'll ignore them and I won't respond and, you know, that kind of thing. Just kidding. Yeah. It does. It does feel good. And I haven't thrown any, you know, lube or done any, you know, adjusting or anything on here. But there's no blade play, no lock rock, and perfectly centered. Really good right out of the box. But you know what? This detent's not that strong. That's about maybe a 5. Maybe a 5 on the detent scale. But you know what? The bearings are so nice that it just flicks. And it's a lot like, it's a for instance of some of the real steel knives that are more affordable type, you know, but they have those needle bearings on them. And they don't have a lot of detent either, you know. But, you know, you don't need it because the bearings are so good, it just flies out. So, yeah, I like that. Very nice. Doesn't have to be that tough a detent to be an enjoyable knife and to flip well. Of course, you can fail whatever you want. You can just push it out. You can fail it. And people who are not used to flippers that get real tentative, yeah, not good, is it? All right. I'm going to leave you be, let you go. Subscribe if you'd like. Watch out for our table sales. They come up. I try and give you advance notice on those. And giveaways. They occur. Not, you know, real often like they used to. Like we almost did one every month. But watch for them because when they come up, I usually do a 1-week stretch between the beginning and then the final drawing. So, yeah. And we give away some pretty decent stuff. So, take care, my friends. Thank you for joining us. You know what we do. We love them knives, so stay sharp.